Talk.
Was
You are now about to witness.
Can't see you with the cab, you heard me?
All right. Talk about how the season is going and how you feel about it.
the season's going good so far. The season as a whole, it was like a little roller coaster. We lost our first two games to some FBS teams. It was like we could have beat them, but I don't think we found ourselves as a team yet. We came back, played Central Connecticut. It was like a tune-up game. We played our best game of the season the next week against UIW, won off a game winner. Then we came back, slept on our opponent. We lost to Texas A&M Commerce, and then after that game, we won out. I mean, most of the season, I didn't really play a lot. I didn't really get a lot of PT, but I traveled every single week. I got PT against Central Connecticut, and I started the second half of Jacksonville State, and then my first start came against Northwestern 2 weeks ago. I did good. I led the team in tackles, and last week against Nickel, I started again. I got a forced fumble and had 6 tackles, and now we're just getting ready for Idaho. They're a passing team. They have a few good players, but I'm not about to sleep on them or anything. Just trying to get this win so we can play Sanford. So I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but this is like a little rundown of my situation. So I'm a freshman. I'm coming in. I'm getting recruited as a safety. I spend the whole summer playing at safety. All I know is the safety position, and I hardly know that because I'm learning a new playbook. It's new lingo. It's new everything. I'm learning new responsibilities. From in high school, they didn't really prepare me for college. Make sure you know the game of football before you come to college. You gotta know the game.
They're not gonna teach you.
They're not gonna teach you. So I'm coming in. I'm learning whole new different terminology and stuff. So I come in, I'm playing safety. Playbook was the hardest thing for me at first. I could still ball, I could still play and all that. So we get the fall camp, We get the fall camp, I'm a safety and a nickel for the first 3 days. It was 3 days of camp. I'm a safety and a nickel. I only played nickel because we only have 2 nickels and the team was split for those first 2 days. So I was doing good at safety. But I didn't know what I was really doing at nickel because they never taught me that. So the second week, the first full week of camp, I come back on a Monday. My coach tells me, this weekend, you're going to be in the nickel room. You're going to be with Coach Bacon though. So I'm like, okay, coach, am I still going to be a safety? He's like, yeah, you're going to still be safety, blah, blah, blah. We're just trying to see how you are at nickel. I go in there. I learn the nickel responsibilities. I wasn't 100% at them because I'm just learning it, but I was learning the nickel position. I was doing good at it. I was good in man coverage and all that. I was making a few plays. So I worked to be the second nickel at the time. I knew I was never going to get playing time at nickel because the dude over me, he's been here 3 years, he has experience and he's good. So I was like, all right. So I feel like I got my position switched just so I didn't have a fair chance. Just so the dude that was starting in that position could start. That's how I felt it was. So then, first 2 weeks go by. The dude didn't have a good game. The game after that, the second string dude got a chance. He didn't have a good game. So the third game, Central Connecticut, they moved the free safety to boundary safety, and they moved the second string free safety to the starter. They moved me back to boundary safety. So I'm like, why didn't y'all just keep me here the whole time and let me earn it? Nevertheless, I get in that game and I do good. I get tackles, I get pass breakup, all that. I'm still not getting PT after that game, all that, blah, blah, blah. The coach doesn't trust that I know the playbook or all that. I can say, for a while, I didn't know all the playbook, and I didn't know all that. But this is when I really got blown. We were playing Texas A&M Commerce, and I'm seeing like people making plays, and I just can't do anything about it. Plays I don't feel I would have given up. Then we played Jacksonville State. Some plays are made again. I'm not expecting to play at all, because if it was a good team, I'm just knowing I'm not playing. If it's a close game, I know I'm not playing. This game, I don't know what was on his mind or anything. He's just like, let's just throw you in there, Goodley. He comes to me at he comes to me at halftime. He's like, yeah, Ian, you're going in to start second half. I'm like, oh, okay. Lucky me, I pay attention in practice and I know my playbook. I go in that second half. I do good. I make tackles. I do good in coverage. Nobody makes big plays. We have a second half shutout. That Monday coming after, players are like, oh, you did good, Ian, blah, blah, blah. That's probably your position to lose. That's your position to lose, pretty much saying like you got it. So then I come in Monday, I'm not starting. I'm still second string in my position. I'm like, why y'all still gonna have him in this position when I proved myself? And I wasn't gonna get down to dumps, but it really made me like, why do I even try at some point? It was like, why am I even trying just to not play? Just for them to use me on special teams. Because they had already burned my red shirt. I couldn't red shirt anymore. They already played me 5 games at fucking special teams. So I'm just sitting there, no red shirt, no PT, feeling stupid. And when they take your red shirt, you pretty much just lost, you lost a year of your education. Like, I could have used that red shirt to have an extra year in college, so I could have got my 4 years, got my bachelor's, and been working on my master's. They took that from me. So we play McNeese. I don't play at all. Then we play Lamar. The team messes up. Coach wants an adjustment. They put me in the fourth quarter for some reason. I did not expect to play at all because they didn't play me the week before. They throw me in there. I do good. Nothing happens to me. I make tackles. I make a pass breakup, all that. Then the next week, I come and I'm starting at the beginning of the week. I don't know how any of this works. So I'm starting at the beginning of the week. I don't want them to do anything underhanded to me again because I feel like they're just trying to put me here to make the other dude mad so he can take his spot back. So I'm like, no, I'm not about to let you use me as an example. So I have a good week of practice. I don't give them any reason to give the dude the spot back. So I start the game. I have a good game. I lead the team in tackles. Make big plays. Make difficult plays too. I know my playbook completely. I start the next week against Nichols. I have one MA, missed assignment. Happens to cover 2 coverage. I came down on the RPO, run pass option. I thought it was run because they were running the ball a lot. It was like second and 3, I'm thinking. So I came down. I thought dude had the ball. I turn around. I see dude going on the go. I'm like, uh-oh. Free safety comes across and interferes with the dude catching it. But it was not even catchable at all. I stay in after that because on that play the free safety got hurt. So I'm still in the game. I'm still getting tackles and all that. I didn't have a bad game. That one play happened. The first play I got in, I caused the fumble. The first play, fumble, and we recovered it in the red zone. It was on their side of the field. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hyped, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing good and all that. They still took me out after that. I come into this week, I'm not knowing if I'm starting or not. It just so happens the other safety's still hurt. So I'm starting this week. But if he wasn't hurt, I don't know if I would be. So, because of bunch of bullshit and politics.
What was the difference between high school and college football?
The first difference I mainly noticed was the strength. Because when you're in college, you're going against straight grown men. You can notice it in the weight room first. My first day I went in there, I see dudes DBs repping 225 for bench easily. Like, that's expected. Like, that's regular. Then when I get on the field, like my welcome to college moment, usually people, oh, I got popped, oh, this, oh, that. Mine was, I simply just could not get off blocks. I couldn't get off blocks. They was holding me up, and I'm like, damn. So over time, like I got stronger, blah, blah, blah. I'm repping 225, all that, and I'm becoming one of the stronger DBs on the team. Now I'm like the second strongest, but I was becoming one of the strongest DBs on the team, and I started getting off blocks. I had to find a way, like at this level, they really don't care if they hold. So you just gonna have to find a way for them to get off you. You gonna have to rip them off, push them off, especially in my position, because like I'm getting blocked by the tight ends. I'm getting blocked by the tight ends, and they're like one of the biggest people on the field. So I had to find a way to get off that. It was definitely the strength.
What's your expectations for tomorrow's game and the rest of the season, the rest of the playoffs?
I expect to win. If we shut down their playmakers, we should most definitely win. And if we score on offense, we should win. But I'm not going to belittle my opponent. Idaho is really good. But if we beat Idaho, I most definitely feel we'll beat Sam.
Never turn my back on Jigga, and every time he talk, I listen. But I got so much murder on my mind that it be hard to listen. Billionaires on all my business. PTSD started kicking. It was a blessing, I invested my taxes out the kitchen. Told my niggas how to catch it, flipping, gave them my position.
For 25, Ian Quickly.
I don't make it, cops gon' slow the niggas. Now I gotta feed my family, bring my sons and all our daughters with us. I don't even need no Grammy, I put a jet print in the whole corner with us. My first song I ever dropped, still performing, nigga. On the 10th year, bitch, she 5th ass, I'm in 5th gear. Bitch, bad ass for 20 racks, I'm like, bitch, where? You the type get around and rich folks start to get weird. I'm the type get around and rich folks and try to split shares. I'm so sincere, I do not live in fear. Give me a glicky with a switchy and we in there. It cost $450 to hit your city, I had to live there. I was fucking with the street niggas, I had hit the baddest bitch there. And I'm humble when I meet niggas, I don't never lag cause I been there. Came out with me at 17, I don't never lack, I know ain't shit fair. I was done bad, I had to sit there. It just waited out, nobody in my hood ain't get his
Is it recording? Bet let them hear what that shit I'm finna speak about.
Had to tell my girl I love you cause you do it better. I ain't got no business with them niggas cause I know it better. Masterpiece in the whip with a cold step. I work too much, I cannot touch them, but my niggas stretch. 36 go by one, and my OG stretch. Through the 6 would go on, moving like the president. I got my goals on the yard, got it on my chest. Watching the game on the yard, side to my left. Beat the block up and then I'll come back to the house. My nigga on the phone talking all I think you do not talk. I heard a nigga passing down Missouri, heard him in the south. But this bitch won't take off my jeer, make him draw the chalk. He looking like a Muslim, but I step on my
Shit.
Outside of football, how's everything been going? Show life, things going on.
Football is life during the season. Like, boy, you barely gonna have any off time. You gonna be hungry. School going good. From about 7 in the morning till about 6 p.m. That's football time. It's football class time, and then whatever you want to do after 6 p.m., you can do that. Just be ready for, like, we got workouts Mondays and Thursdays at 7 a.m. And then we gotta go to class. I have my first class at 9:30. I have class until 1:45. Well, class is until 1:45. The team meetings at 2:30. We're in there from 2:30 to like 3 something. Then we have position meetings. Then we go to practice. Practice is at 3:50. 3:50 to about 5:50. 6. You're gonna be practicing. Then after that, I'll go eat and all that, and go back to my dorm and probably play Madden. Madden's usually my free time, and you got to get a minimum of 3 hours of study hall per week. But I usually don't have to go because I'll be getting my shit done in advance. So if you don't want to be in study hall, just get your shit done in advance and don't be lazy.
Talk about the business and politics that go into college football and come with playing.
So, in high school, you playing football for fun. You playing football because you love it. You getting coached by a lot of people that are just volunteers. They ain't getting paid real money like that. Like, they working second jobs. They real jobs. When you get to college, everybody, this their main job. Like, they not working none on the side. Coaches do this for money and to support their families. So I stay consistent. They don't even like if you get hurt. They don't even like if you get hurt, because fucking around, you get hurt, somebody else take your job. So like, a lot of it is business. Like, even like, sometimes you may hear coaches talking about people like their money and all that, because like, you're their money. Like, if they don't win, you're losing them money. You may lose them a job. You don't like take anything like they say in recruitment like too serious. Like that's why at the end of the day, you shouldn't really ever feel bad about like transferring. Like, you gotta do what's best for you at the end of the day. Because when you transfer, are they really mad at you for disgracing the team or disowning the team, or you're just loyal to the team, or how they're not going to get the production out of you that they once got, or production for the team that they once got because they lost one of their best players? That's what you got to think about.
So what advice would you give to kids coming in that they got to handle a situation like that, dealing with a coach that won't play them over politics?
If you're not playing over politics, you just gotta like keep your head up, stay confident. Because even me, like, I didn't play like most of the season my freshman year. Did I think I was one of the best players on the team? Most definitely. You gotta like be one of your best. You gotta feed your positive dog, like
be your own cheerleader.
Yeah, you gotta be your own cheerleader. You can't get down in the dumps because, I don't play, I must be bad. That's not how it works in college. Everybody is good. Some of the best players will sit on the bench all year, just cause, hey, maybe one dude has been painted as the face of the franchise. Like, they'll paint a player as the face of the franchise. They cannot let this dude that they painted as this not play. They don't care how bad or good he's done. He's the face of the franchise. He's the face of the school. He represents the school. So, there, you may also be young. They don't know if they can fully trust you yet. Like, that's why they'll start a lot of freshmen out on special teams, because you got to develop that trust with your coach. So, like, he can trust you being on the field. Because, like, it ain't like high school, bro. They ain't just about to throw somebody in there. Man, they'll put the last person over you if they don't feel like you know what you're doing. Like, you got to know what you're doing before you go in that game, because that is somebody's job you playing with when you go in that game. Now, next year, it'll probably be my team. I'm gonna be one of the top dogs because of what I showed this year. for shit show changing my number, I'm gonna be 4 again. Fuck all that. I ain't wearing 25 no more. But yeah, yeah, just gotta stay confident and be smart.